Hello and welcome, Soul Tribe. We are going to get into a general message. Keep in mind these are collective. So receive what aligns, release what doesn't. Never give your power away to a reading or an outcome. This is not a personal reading. And even so in personal readings, timelines shift and change with our free will choice, right? So remember that you are a conscious creator in your experience. Now let's get into this. So this is going to be a love reading, somebody who is either interested in you, somebody who you're connected with. Right now, they're feeling frustrated. It says prevented, hindered, and blocked, okay? So they feel like things are getting in the way between the two of you. Now, it could be something physical, like traffic, for instance, or if they're traveling, there's, experiencing these delays, but they can also be some blockages or some alignment with the universe, right? But for many of you, especially if you've elevated, you've ascended, this person has to move through their blockages, meaning their fears. They have to move through those emotional blockages before they can reach you, right? So this person is sitting there looking at their watch, stressing out, feeling like they're running out of time. That's what's coming through here. And so as we know, when we are trying to control things, that's usually when the opposite happens, right? So surrender, relaxing, and breathing, okay, is probably a really good idea for this person. The reason that they're feeling frustrated is we have the Two of Wands and we have the Lovers. So the Lovers is about a choice, and the Two of Wands is having, two different paths to choose from. Now, for some of you, it could be that this person has made up their mind about this connection, or whether or not they want to take action towards you, whether or not they want to travel towards you. They feel there's been some divine intervention and they want to reach out to you. And now they can't reach you, and that's really frustrating for them, right? So that could be it here. Or for some of you, this person took too long, okay? And now there's a line. There's a line to connect with you. You're surrounded by a lot of people. They might have observed something with a Page of Swords that lets them know that you have options, or that you're interested in someone else, and that perhaps, you have choices, and this person is stressed out about this. We also have disappointed, disillusioned, defeated, let down. So you're like that red balloon, and the wind came in and swept that away. So this person they were delaying, right? They were delaying. Perhaps they weren't honoring you. They were thinking that you'd always be there in a romantic sense, right? And the universe is like, let's move this forward a little bit. So whoosh comes the wind, and there goes the balloon. And especially this person's inner child right now is panicking because they see you as the choice, right? They see you as the person that they want to be with. Clarifying that, we have the Three of Cups. So, you're reuniting with people, you're spending time, with socializing, getting to know new people, and just like surrounded by many people. And this person can't quite reach you, right? So they're kind of panicked at this time. But they see you celebrating. They see you enjoying, your life and your experience, and other people enjoying being around you. And they feel, kind of left out here, right? So it does feel like they've had some sort of realization, some new information has come in, whether it's, a little bit of jealousy that's propelling this, the universe, or just they've made a decision here, but now they feel like they're behind the ball. Like now they feel like there's all these people surrounding you that are appreciating you and celebrating you, and now they can't reach you. What's interesting too is we have love, romantic, intimate, passionate, committed. So that speaks again about some sort of choice or decision this person is making about this connection and what they feel with you, which makes sense why their inner child might be panicking a little bit. Again, they might have to move through some emotional blockages or move through some fears in order to reach you. But with this love, romantic energy, they feel like you're soulmates. They feel like you are kindred spirits. They just want to be close to you, right? But they know there's something they have to release with the Ten of Swords. And they know it because there's the owl. They have been shown there's something that they have to release here that was sabotaging this connection, some sort of cycle, some sort of fear that they need to face, because the swords can represent, our thoughts, right? And then you have the Two of Cups in the World as the outcome. Then you can come together. Then you can unite. Then this person is bringing their cup forward, which is their cup of love. These both of these energies here, masculine and feminine, are bringing in their cups of love. They're bringing in their high vibration. They're bringing in their pure intention into this connection. This is not a connection where someone can show up with ego while someone else is in love, right? And when I say ego, I mean someone who's wearing the mask, someone who's trying to control, someone who doesn't really respect the dynamic or understand love, right? And this person kind of had to surrender to that. That Ten of Swords could also represent surrender. And surrender is really difficult lesson to learn in life, right? Maybe surrendering to this love. Okay, but with the World card and the Two of Cups, it looks like this person knows, you know, what they kind of need to do. And they're getting a little bit of a, I don't want to say wake up call. I don't think it's quite that intense, but there are parts of themselves that are communicating with them to let them know, such as their inner child. That's like, we don't want to lose this person. We don't want to miss out on this opportunity, right? We feel love, we feel safe, we feel passionate, we feel committed with this person, right? So this person is finally listening to themselves, it feels like, and they're going to be making some sort of decision here, okay? And the universe has been talking to them. They might have had, you know, their guides that are kind of communicating with them, but I think a lot of this person's journey has been about going within and listening to these different parts of themselves, such as their inner child, such as, of course, their egoic fears, their heart space, right? This is about that heart space. Connecting in with that heart space, connecting in and allowing themselves to be led by love rather than fear it, right? So this has been like a huge journey for this person, okay? It could be a masculine, could be a feminine. I'm more so picking up on the masculine energy here. But now this person realizes the direction that they want to go in, and you're not in sight, or you're busy, or, you know, there's a line out the door in order to connect in with you, whether that is energetically by the universe or by you meeting new people, by you being elevated, by you going through a glow up, by you being just celebrated and recognized and appreciated, right? By those that you're spending time with. So this is a beautiful shift to see here. Let's get one more card. What did this person see, or what's this new information with the Page of Swords? I mean, this is like, you know, this is like a heart chakra awakening. This is, if you're the feminine and this is, you know, your person here, you really led them into their heart space with the way that you navigated your journey. Not by playing games. Yeah, we have the Tower. This person had a breakthrough. They had a breakthrough here. I mean, you have their inner child is speaking to them. Their inner teenager is speaking to them. You know, their adult self is speaking to them. Their ego, their heart. I'm not seeing them connect. I mean, maybe with that love romantic, like that could be kind of them connecting in with their soul, or with like that universal source love energy. But I just heard I better get a move on. Like this person's like, if I don't take some action here, I could, you know, lose this person. I could lose this connection. If I don't express how I feel, or if I don't share what I want, right, in this connection. And this could have been something that it was just kind of, I don't want to say casual, but something that was, there's not a strong relationship foundation here as far as it being an established relationship. There's friendship, there's a lightness to it, there may have been passion, right? But it wasn't very clear to yourselves and to the world what this connection was and the direction of it, right? But I feel like this person is receiving their direction, or they're having some sort of breakthrough realization of kind of what they need to do if they want to align with you. Let's clarify the Two of Cups in the world. The Empress energy. That's that goddess energy, the nurturing energy. You know, this is what you did, feminine energies. You shifted into your Empress energy, and that changed everything. You didn't chase. You started to attract. You poured your love. Instead of like pouring it out into everybody else, you poured it into yourself, and that overflow blessed naturally those around you. You started to shine authentically in your gifts and your abilities, and people could see you then. People could, you weren't hiding behind masks. You weren't hiding your power anymore, right? You're standing out, and you are owning who you are. You're owning your spiritual power. You're owning your love. There's a lot of self-love here too. So your transformation was about self-love, right? Pouring into the self and taking the best care of you and embracing your gifts and being really strong in who you are, right? Instead of being what, society tells you to be, or trying to limit you in any way. No, the Empress is abundance. The Empress is the goddess energy. The Empress attracts in, you see, she's surrounded by like all that nature. You might be somebody who animals love to connect with, or nature responds. You have a beautiful connection with source and with nature. I'm getting that high priestess energy too, where you're balancing your light and your shadow, and you have this access to like the hidden knowledge, right? Or the forbidden knowledge. So you are very strong in who you are. And that created a magnificent shift here with this. And, perhaps you will resonate with being in this connection. The world and the Empress could also represent that you're ready to birth something new into the world, where, you are ready for this new beginning or this relationship or whatever you're creating moving forward. But I just know that you're going to choose who's best for you, but also like who's best for the world. Because when you align with someone who is at your frequency, where you have that beautiful alchemy, right? And you come from that pure place of love with each other, you can alchemize, you can transform, you can create, and you are these brilliant lights in the world, right? So you're transmuting spaces. It's like your blessings, and your love also raises the bar in a lot of ways too. And you're like leaders. You're leaders in the world for relationships. You're leaders in the world for high frequency connections. And if I look back on this journey, yes, this is about the masculine learning to feel and actually connecting in with these different parts of himself and discover his truth and have the courage to face his fears and the courage to let love in, right? And the feminine, it was about pouring into herself, appreciating herself, and attracting in that which is for her highest and greatest good, right? As well as her desires, and being honored and being appreciated, because I feel like you might have gone a little bit as well on this journey that the masculine did, where you had to go in, because the Empress is all the queens. You had to go in and you had to connect in with all these different parts of yourself and love and accept them and know that they all have a place at the table, right? But you also created this beautiful balance in your experience. You released conditioning. You should be absolutely celebrating, because if you're not having a new love beginning with this person, you're definitely, the universe is delivering someone else. Of course, use your discernment, right? But this is just a really high frequency love connection that is coming in here, that you have paved the way for, feminine. Okay? And it's waking up people around you. So I'm going to dive deeper into this in the extended. I know that my Bloom members and my Patreon members are going to definitely be enjoying this one. So receive what aligns, release what doesn't. I feel like this is the timeline that's setting the bar. This could be a very collective message and shifts that you're seeing within your relationships. But let me know in the comments. Remember to receive what aligns, release what doesn't. And if you're interested in the extended, that'll be linked below in the extended videos only Patreon membership. Take the best care of yourself, and I will see you soon.